Hello, I'm Gilbert McAdam and these are my favourite NTFL memories. Yeah, no, look, I started playing footy for Waratahs in the 1985-86 season, and Arch Wilkie, the legend, one of the all-time greats of the footy club, as a player and a coach, got me to play here, signed me up for Alice Springs, and my memories from the footy club is, well, obviously we're at Gardens Oval. We used to actually play at Gardens Oval. The club's been changed to here now at Gardens. My memories of Waratahs is back at the old Waratah Oval and where the Donga was, and the club was there and the footy oval was there. That's where it all started for me. Yeah, 85, 86, playing for Waratahs, and yeah, we didn't go too bad. I played with Tars for a couple of years straight, and yeah, I did all right. Played in a couple of finals, and probably we didn't go too far, but we've made finals. Played with the NTFL, I don't know if it's the inaugural, but against Essendon in 85, 86. So that was a good moment to play in that game. That was the first one against an AFL club, I reckon. So it was good to play there. Oh, look, some good memories. The Donga, you know, there's a few stories about the Donga that I could say, but probably not on air. But oh, look, we just had some great times. You know, the good thing about Darwin footy is people come up from all walks of life, and you know, they call them Southerners from Melbourne, Victoria, wherever they come from, Adelaide. You know, even Alice Springs, a lot of Alice Springs mob come up here. So, you know, all of a sudden, everyone's the same. We all come up here to play footy, and then all of a sudden you're playing a footy team, and yeah, you get to meet some nice people. I've met some good people over the years, and you know, still got a lot of fond memories. And Peter Ivanoff, the legend, the dual nickel medalist, very good friend of mine still, and Gary Smart, well, Smarty, well, he can talk a little bit, and sometimes it's not always true, Smarty, what you say, you know that. But you can stretch it a bit, mate. It's a territory thing, it's all right. But yeah, no, look, you know, Tommy Sandry, legend Tommy Sandry, you know, one of my good mates, Keithy Nichols, you know, he was a legend, Keithy, and no, I made a lot of good friends here, and yeah, and then I went and played, you know, in the Sandful, and then I played in the AFL, and then when I finished, I came back to the Waratah club back in 97, I think it was, and yeah, we made it to the big grand final, and Billy Martin was coaching us, and unfortunately we lost the grand final, but yeah, no, I've got some very fond memories of the Waratah Footy Club, and like I said, made some really good friends. Got to mention Auntie Kathy Nichols, what a legend she is, you know, she's one of the most loveliest women you'd ever meet, and she'd always do anything for you, you know, just a lovely lady, and you know, she's just a lovely lady, Auntie Kathy, and you know, she'd been at this club for a long, long time. There was one game against Buffaloes, I reckon it was, and I've played a lot of footy over a lot of years, but I've never sort of witnessed anything like this before, and we were actually getting beaten by the Buffaloes, and we were playing pretty ordinary, and Arch Wilkie, my coach, and Tommy Sandry, I don't know what happened, but they just sort of had words to each other and collided, and I think the coach actually headbutted Tommy, and then we're all in the change rooms, and I don't know whether they planned it or what, but after that happened, we went out and won the game. So yeah, that was a bit strange and a bit sort of, you know, that can only happen in the territory, I suppose, I don't know, but that was sort of a moment that I thought, oh wow, that's never seen that before, so that was pretty freaky. And I always say to people, before I went back to Adelaide, the best thing I ever did was come and play in Darwin, because it's almost like Darwin made a bit of a man out of me and toughened me up a little bit to get ready for when I went back to Adelaide. Because virtually from here, when I left here and I went to Adelaide, I just stepped straight into the league side there, and I honestly say that that's because I played in Darwin. So for people to further their careers, you know, Darwin's a good spot to come and play, because you can learn a lot up here, and you know, over the years, like the great Kenny Hunter used to play for Carlton. A lot of people don't know, he played here for North Darwin, or Palmerston Magpies they're called now. But he played up here, and you know, Jared Neeson played here, and there's been a lot of good footballers over down south that have played here, and that's the reason why they come and play here, just a different style of footy. Now look, I'm really proud, because I've won 2 best and fairest at this club, and I'm team of the century, so you know, I'm pretty proud of that, and you know, I'm proud that I've been a part of it, and you know, and I've even coached, you know, I mean, I coach as well, not Waratahs, but I coach Darwin Buffaloes. So, you know, I've contributed to a little bit of the competition, not only as a player, but, you know, I even worked for them for a little bit, you know, when I was working for the AFL. So, you know, I've done a fair bit. I think that I've encouraged some young kids to play AFL. I'd like to think that. I hope so, yeah.